Hello everyone, welcome to this session on Word Interchange. The question types that come for BankPO and Clerical Prelims examinations, and these are the upcoming examinations for which all of you are preparing. And yes, we are with the YouTube channel for Time for Bank Exams. Please subscribe to the channel. This is one of the best places for your practice for all types of competitive exams. Let's have a quick look at the directions that are given for such questions. It's important that you understand the directions carefully. Now, each of the following questions has 4 underlined parts which may or may not be in their correct places. So this means that some of the words, in some of the sentences, the words could be in their correct places. Identify which of the given pairs correctly indicate the pairs of words which should be interchanged to make the sentence grammatically and meaningfully correct. The sentence has to make grammatical sense and it also has to make logical sense without changing the meaning of the sentences. That's important, right? Now, if any of the given sentences is correct as it is and no interchange is required, choose 5. That is, no interchange required as your answer. So remember, this is word interchange. So if A is not in its correct position, that means it has to be interchanged with B, C or D, right? So it could be that A or C, yes, are to be interchanged, or it could be A or C or A or B or A or D. So you have to first decide whether the sentence, in the sentence, that particular word is placed correctly or not, and if not, then which is the word that should replace it, and that the word that should replace it is also given to you in the same sentence, right? So let us get on with the questions. So the first sentence over here, requiring someone's face in cold water and thus immersing him to hold his breath, responds what is known as the diving triggers. Now here very clearly we can see that every word over here is misplaced, right? So requiring someone's face, you don't require someone's face in cold water. Yes, you can immerse the person's face in cold water. So yes, let us see, immersing someone's face in cold water and thus requiring him to hold his breath. That makes sense. Triggers what is known as the diving response. Yes, what will be trigger? Trigger will be something that, that will start something. Yes, so here if the face is, yes, immersed in cold water and the person is holding his breath also, then that will trigger the diving response. So the correct option over here would be A interchange with B and C interchange with D, and that is your 4th option. So remember the things that we read in the directions. The sentence should be grammatically correct. The sentence should make logical sense, right? So you have to keep these things in mind. Without changing the meaning of the sentence, we have to come or arrive at a correct, logical, meaningful sentence. Now let's go to the second sentence here. In a strive to create a more sustainable and happier life, we quest hard towards achieving life at various stages of success. Now, if you read, if you see these words, strive and quest, now strive is something, yes, strive is something that is related to struggle. Yes, when you're struggling to get something. So in this case, struggle hard to achieve success, right? And quest is a search. Quest is a search for something that is, that whatever that you want to attain. So in this particular case, if we interchange these two words, yes, then what will we have? We will have, in a quest to create a more sustainable and happier life, we strive hard. Yes, so this is correct, absolutely. Strive hard, the word hard itself is also a clue towards achieving success at various stages of life. So yes, the correct answer would be A interchange with B and C interchange with D. So remember that such sentences, if you get a sentence like this as small as this, then you know that you should be able to attempt such a question in a few seconds. Time is of great importance in the exam, right? So in you have to reduce the time that you spend on the question. At the same time, make sure that you get the correct answer also. So practice well, and yes, you'll master it soon. The third sentence here, the modern Indian carpet and flooring aspirations, all right, are beautifully a continuation of, and they have largely molded themselves to suit the needs and traditions of the modern times. Now, there is something that is very wrong over here. Now when you talk about tradition, now tradition is something that is related to, heritage. And what are aspirations? So these are related to heritage. What are aspirations? They are, the inclinations, the desires, the wants, something that you want to achieve. Yes. So, right, something that you want to achieve. Now, if you read over here, the modern Indian carpet and flooring traditions, it goes well over here to interchange A with D. Traditions are beautifully a continuation of, or largely a continuation of. The largely refers to something that is, there on a large scale, on a big scale. Yes, are largely a continuation of, and they have beautifully molded themselves to suit the needs and aspirations of the modern times. So the correct answer over here would be the first one, where A is interchanged with D and B is interchanged with C, so that we get a meaningful sentence. The fourth one here, it would not be wrong to state that Western dresses have indeed denied the Indian culture to a huge importance, but the extent of the cannot be penetrated as it is matchless. The extent of the what? So we know C is wrong. Yes, so C has to be, yes, interchanged with something. Now have indeed denied the Indian culture to a huge importance. B is wrong. Denied the Indian culture that cannot be penetrated. Extent of the cannot be, extent of what? Yes. So here we see that B is wrongly placed, C is wrongly placed, but if we interchange just the two of them, yes, then also the sentence is incorrect. Now let's see. The word denied, the verbs denied, referring to, yes, over here, denied, cannot be denied. Then, there's a, when we say this cannot be denied, that means it is definitely true. So it fits in best over here in place of penetrated. Now if we place penetrated here, it would not be wrong to state that Western dresses have indeed penetrated the Indian culture. Have become part of it, have come into it, right? To a huge extent, but the importance of them, yes, cannot be denied as it is matchless. So the best, yes, and the correct way to write this sentence would be, or to read this sentence would be, when we interchange A with D and B with C. So sometimes the sentences are simple, you get the answer very fast. Sometimes you get it as you read the sentence alongside, and sometimes when the sentence is a little complex, you have to read and understand the complete meaning, and then you go along with the interchange. You will see that in sometimes just reading the first underlined word, when you reach there only you understand that okay, this needs to be interchanged immediately. Then you take the help of the options to make it easier for you. Yes, you can eliminate some of the options there then. We'll have a look at that strategy too. Look at the fifth sentence here. The view of shimmering deep blue ocean waters lapping on the white shores with majestic sunlight is what Maldives is all about. Now we are talking about a beautiful island with with beautiful beaches, right? Now the view of shimmering deep blue. Now sunlight is something. Now shimmering is the wrong word to be used there. Shimmering should have been used with sunlight. Sunlight is something that is bright, shiny, yes, glistening. So shimmering is the word that fits with sunlight. So and majestic comes here then. the view of majestic deep blue ocean waters, lapping on the white shores. So lapping is correct, shores is correct, B and C in correct place. A is wrong, B is correct. Yeah? So then we have our answer clearly as the fourth option, AD. A is right, B is correct. So option eliminate, A is wrong, B is correct. Eliminated, 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 eliminated. Yes, correct answer, AD. So many a times you will realize that taking the help of the options also is a great help. The next sentence, small the beneficial habit of incorporating talk into your life requires practice. Incorporating, all right, talk into your life requires practice. So D is correct. Otherwise also if you read small the beneficial doesn't make sense at all, right? But the beneficial habit, so beneficial habit, yes, the two words collocate together, they go together. So B is also in the correct position and D is also in the correct position. So yes, so B right, therefore this is cannot be the answer, cannot be the answer. So D right, B right, cannot be the answer. A is wrong definitely. So then our answer option cannot be the fifth one also. So incorporating the beneficial habit of small talk into your life requires practice. What is small talk? Small talk is, when you meet someone, you greet the person and you say, hello, how are you? How have you been? That kind of chit chat, no? That is known as small talk. So correct answer over here is A, interchange with C. The seventh sentence. Economics is a study science that social the production, distribution and consumption of goods and services. Consumption of goods and services, absolutely correct. That means we need to check the interchange of AB. Economics is a social science that studies the production, distribution and consumption of goods and services. So correct answer, option 3. Interchange of the two words in the positions A and B. That was a simple one. Collocation, if you recall that also helps you get to the correct answer faster. Collocation is which word is used with which other word, or which is the best suited word for a particular occasion. The eighth one, the every does not now have, the every what? Wrong. Does not now have treat doctors, nurses, hospitals and medical equipment to enough every illness of nation person. Yes, so that means all the four, we can see that all the four words are wrongly placed. See, the original sentence is not meaningful, it is not grammatically correct, right? So not meaningful also and not grammatically correct also. Now let us have a look at the correct sentence. The treat every now is also wrong, so it has to be the nation. Should it be nation? Yes, let's have a look. The nation every now, the nation does not now have, the nation does not now have enough doctors, nurses, hospitals and medical equipment to treat every illness of every person. So A interchange with D and B interchange with C. Then the sentence is logically correct. Right? The nation does not now have enough doctors, nurses, hospitals and medical equipment to treat every illness of every person. So this is a certain drawback that the sentence is talking about. Correct answer, option 1. Question number 9. While capitalism helps contribute innovation and prosperity in modern society, it can also create inequalities and propel to market failures. So if you see here, propel wrong over here, you contribute to something, right? So clearly we have an interchange of A and D. While capitalism helps propel innovation and prosperity. So propel would be something that helps to move forward, drive forward. So in this case, the sentence tells us that Capitalism helps to propel what? Innovation as well as prosperity, right? In modern society, it can also create inequalities and contribute to market failures. So the positives and the negatives both of capitalism expressed in this particular sentence. So our interchange would be of the two words A and D. Sentence 10. Socialism is a characterized philosophy. Definitely wrong. Yes. No grammatical structure here itself we understand. Socialism is a characterized philosophy and movement, production, economic and social systems. Yes. So again wrong. A is wrong. B is wrong. Right. Economic and social systems, political by social ownership. C is wrong. So we know that all the four words are misplaced. We have to, yes, juggle them to get a correct sentence. Yes, the word interchange over here. Have a look. Socialism is a, how can we say it? Is a what kind of a philosophy? Can it be a production philosophy? No. Can it be an encompassing philosophy? Yes. Yes, it could be an encompassing philosophy. And it could also be a political philosophy. Right? So let's read. Socialism is a political philosophy and movement encompassing. Now encompassing means including. So the word encompassing fits better here and political fits best here. Socialism is a political philosophy and movement encompassing economic and social systems characterized by social ownership of the means of production. So means of production again, yes, the collocation you can easily identify, means of production. Fine. So here we have the answer as option 4, A interchange with C and B interchange with D. So that's how you will, you have seen that how to go about these questions, taking the help of the options also, making sure that the sentence that you come up with is grammatically correct and logically correct also. So join, subscribe to Time for Bank Exams. We are going to help you with the bank exams, the SSCCGLE exams, the insurance, the railways, and other related exams. The questions that we tackle, yes, will help you master and the basics of all such exams, the different types of questions that are there, and help you achieve success in your exams. So this is for your information, and for classroom coaching, do contact your nearest time center. For online courses, you can enroll at the rate t4e.info/bank SSC Thank you everyone. Thank you and all the best. Keep preparing, practice well. Goodbye.